My goodness. We got some absolutely breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, and we got to get through this one by one. First of all, right now, about 30 minutes ago, it's being reported that Opetaia, Ring Magazine, ZUFFA Cruiserweight Champion of the World, who was talking about being in negotiations, in talks with the WBC Cruiserweight Champion of the World, in Noel Mikaelian. 30 minutes ago, they just released that they are now finalizing on a deal to be on a Ring Magazine card later on in the year. Finalizing on a deal. And before I even seen this breaking news that's just being reported, I was about to make a reaction video to this video of Noel Mikaelian announcing big news. Talking about facing Opetaia on the undercard of Benn versus Ryan Garcia, September 12th. Two WBC champions, Noel Mikaelian and Ryan Garcia, going up against two ZUFFA fighters. Check it out.
Big announcement for Vegas, Garcia against Benn, September 12th. How about adding Mikaelian versus Opetaia on the same card? Two WBC World Champions defending their belts against two ZUFFA fighters. With that said, happy Memorial Weekend.
Bro, if this is true, my goodness. Opetaia, who was just stripped of his IBF Cruiserweight title after the IBF decided to pull the sanctioning. Not sanction a fight because why? Because they felt like they were disrespected. Because the IBF wasn't represented in the fashion that they expected and they wanted. They didn't feel like they were special when it came to the event. So what do? They stripped Opetaia for the second time in his career. Opetaia, who has dreams of becoming an undisputed champion, who paid his sanctioning fees, held the IBF title as he won the cruiserweight, the ZUFFA cruiserweight title at the press conferences, had it on the table, even made the second day weigh-in after finding out that the IBF was pulling their sanctioning. Now, it looks like who WBC Mauricio Sullivan had talked about back in the days, what was it, January, February? Mauricio Sullivan speaking and saying that he would be open to a unification fight. Opetaia, who was the IBF Ring Magazine Cruiserweight Champion of the World at the time, versus his fighter, the WBC Noel Mikaelian. He was open to it. And that was even when the Muhammad Ali Revival Act was in place, when Dana White was already saying some disrespectful comments. But then as the months went on, the comments became even more disrespectful. But in the last month, Mauricio Sullivan has came out and said that he is willing to comply as long as ZUFFA is willing to comply with the WBC rules. So that being said, it looks like Mauricio and the WBC will be complying with ZUFFA on Ring Magazine cards. And now it's being reported that they're finalizing on a deal. Opetaia will be getting another Alphabet Cruiserweight World title shot. Absolutely great news. That's great news. And I respect that. The WBC, one of the most corrupt sanctioning bodies. But everybody chases that one. They want to have that green belt. Now, in my opinion, they're doing what's right. They're doing what the IBF didn't want to do. And it's going to be interesting to see how this ends up playing out. Will the ZUFFA Cruiserweight title be on the line? Because Opetaia is the ZUFFA Cruiserweight champion of the world. How's all that going to play out? The IBF didn't comply because the ZUFFA bout was on the line and they felt disrespected. So Is the WBC going to comply with everything the same way that the ZUFFA handled it with the IBF? Or is the ZUFFA Cruiserweight title not even going to be involved in this fight? Keep it out of here. Going to be on a Ring Magazine card, right? So they ain't going to be all ZUFFA'd out, ZUFFA gloves, ZUFFA pants. It ain't going to be one of those type of events. So it might not be, the ZUFFA Cruiserweight title might not be on the line. And that might be one of the implications in this, you know, being able to make this fight happen with the WBC. They might be letting them know, like, hey, we don't want that ZUFFA title or nothing to do with it. Let me know what you guys think, man. This is absolutely great news. We're going to have to see how everything ends up playing out in the details. But my goodness, bro. Jai Opetaia, WBC Cruiserweight title shot against Noel Mikaelian being announced, finalizing the deal, and maybe it's for sure going to be on a Ring Magazine card, but it may be on the undercard of Ryan Garcia versus Benn, which, if y'all didn't see, go check out my next video. Ryan Garcia actually came out and announced that the fight with Benn isn't official. And he doesn't even know the details behind it. I'm out.